Whereas on become very cognizant of track and history and widely published when published with the pleasures of heroes in history. We know a lot more about him. So I want to talk about his personal story. I want to talk about how many times he tried and failed and what kept him growing. I want to talk about where he is today and how he got here. I begin with this question too, just why you press the doors. It's been so long break for 7 years I think. My last trip here was in year 2008. But I was coming for the year 2001 for the Young Global Leaders for Tomorrow. And I think I remember I never heard about Davos when I came. But when I came into Switzerland, so many people demonstrated. It was such a horrible scene, and I asked them, what are they doing? They said anti-globalization. And I said, why? Globalization is breathing when people don't like it. And then we came all the way for 2 hours and here's there's some train friends and people checking us. So God, is it the first or is it business? What is that? But when I joined the forums at the Young Global Leader, I was struck by so many ideas. For the first 3 to 4 years, I learned what does globalization mean, what does corporate citizenship mean, what does social responsibility mean. All these new ideas and I saw so many great leaders talking about leadership, and I benefited a lot. In the years 2008 and 2009, when the financial crisis came, I thought it's better to go back to work because we can never win the world by talking. So go back, spent 7 years. Now I came back. I think it's time to do something in return. I've learned so much 12 years ago. So why should I not be talking to the young global leadership today, sharing with them how we've gone through? So that's what the team. Let's tell you where you are today, just how big is Alibaba. How many people come every day? How many people come in a week? How fast is it going? Yeah, we have over 100 million buyers visiting our site on our site every day. And we create 100 millions every day. We create 40 million jobs for trainer directly and indirectly. And we grow from 18 people to 60,000 people. In my performance now we have 4 big companies. Compared to 15 years ago, we were big. But compared to 15 years later, we're still a baby. How big will you be 15 years from now? I think 15 years ago, I told my team that 15 years in the past 15 years, we grew from nothing to this side. And 15 years later, I want people to see and know about Alibaba because it's already everywhere. I want 15 years ago when we talk about what is e-commerce. What small businesses can use in this e-commerce, use the internet, can do business across the nation. And I heard 15 years later, people forget about e-commerce because we think it's slightly electricity, nobody thinks in high-tech today. This is something that I don't want 15 years later. We still work on the streets talking about why and how e-commerce can help people. You try to get into 3 colleges. It's time they retract it. No, I try an examination. That's your people. If you want to go to university, you have to take the examinations. So I failed 3 times, but I failed at a lot of things. I failed funny things. I failed a key primary school. That's 2 times. And I failed 2 times for the middle schools. And you will never believe I chose my city. There's only one middle school that lasts only 1 year. It was straight from primary schools to middle of graduates of our school. No middle schools are separate because we're too bad. it will become a middle school. What it faces is half the bill retracted. Oh well, I think we have to raise you to it. We're not that good. Even today, we still have a lot of people distract us. I think when I graduate from universities and before for 3 years I try and failed to get into university and I applied to church for 30 times. Brought requested. I wait for police. They said no, you're not graduate. I went to even the KFC when the tourists came to China came to my city. 24 people went for the job. 23 people were accepted. I was the only one. And we won for police 5 people. 4 of them accepted. I was the only one that's never received it. So to me, being turned down retracted. Oh, by the way, I tell you that we applied for Harvard. 4 times rejected. I know if we rejected, they are sorry now. 10 times you wrote them and said, I'd like to come to Harvard. Yeah, and then I told myself some days I should go to there one day. I think that's gonna be arranged. Rachel Nixon came to Hangzhou, and after that, tourists flooded the place. And that's how you learn English. Yeah, I really I don't know why at 13 years old. At the time, I suddenly fell in love with the language English. And there's no place you can learn English at that time. There's no English books. So when I went to the Hangzhou hotel, now called Hangzhou Submarine Hotels, because that's what the hotel that received the foreign visitors. So every morning for 9 years, I saw them around as a pre-flight, and they taught me English. And I think that strengthened me. Today, I'm 100% man in China, and we go one day training outside of China. And when people talk to me and say, Jack, how can you speak English like that? Why do you sometimes talk like the Western guys? I think that's what the 9 years. These Western tourists oppressed my mind. Because everything they told me was so different from the things I've learned from the schools and from my parents. So now I have a habit. Whatever I see, whatever I get, I use my mind. Think about doing business. It doesn't become check mark. Actually, track. The name was written by a lady in tennis. She is a tourist. She came here and she said, came to Hangzhou. We become a parents. My children is so different to romance. So she said, do you have an English name? I said, no. Can you give me an English name? She said, okay. She says, my father's call says, my husband calls Jack. What do you think about Jack? I said, good. So I've been using that for many years. First visit to America 1995. Yes, I came to here for a road trip, helping the local government to build up a highway. I used to try the internet. I tried the internet instead. And a building called the US Bank. I don't know whether US Bank is still there or not, but it's building. And my friend's apartment, a small office with like only 10% bigger than this room, and there are a lot of computers in there. And he said, Jack, this is the internet. I asked, what is internet? He said, sir, whatever you want. At that time, he used Mozart, very slow. And I said, I don't use it. I don't want to type because computers so expensive in China. If it's tourist, I cannot pay. He says, just trust it. So I trust the first word, beer. I don't know why, because it's easy to spell. And I see beers from Germany, beers from the USA, beers from Japan. But there's no beer from China. And I said, okay, type the second word, China, no data. Nothing. 1995, no data about China. So I talked to my friend, why don't I make something about China? So we made a small, very ugly looking page called China. It's something like I did Australia agencies and we've listed on there. It was so shocking. We lost at 9:40 in the morning. text 30. I got a phone call from my friends who said, Jess, you got 5 emails. I said, what is email? And he said, these are the things we said people as well. This is the first time I see you try this website on that. How can we do something together? So I think this is something interesting. So we should do it. Why did you call it like Alibaba? Alibaba? Well, when I started this, I think internet is global. We should have a global name. And a name that is interesting. Like at the time, the best name was Yahoo. So I've been thinking for many days, and suddenly Alibaba is a good name. So I happened to be in San Francisco that day. I had plans and the waitress came. I asked her, do you know about Alibaba? She says yes. I said, what's Alibaba? She said, open. She said, good. So I planned out the streets and asked 10-20 people. They all know about Alibaba and the 40 fees and open season. And I think this is a good name. And it starts with what do we do talk about Alibaba somewhere on the top. You have said before that in creating Alibaba you have to create trust. Yeah, basically people in China reduce to face. How does you create trust? I think because we started out doing business on the internet. I don't know you, you don't know me. So how can you do things online unless you have trust? So for e-commerce, the most important thing was trust. I think when I first went to the US for raising money, talk to the venture capitalists, a lot of people said, oh Jack, no. China doing business via currency. How can you do business on the internet? And I know that without the trust of system, the credit system, is impossible to do business. So we in the past 14 years, everything we do is trying to build up the trust system, the record system. Well, Charles, I'm so proud today. When I talk to China's and the world, people don't trust each other. The government and people and media and everybody thinks all this restricting. But because of e-commerce, we finish 60 million transactions every day. People don't know each other. I don't know you. I send products to you. You don't know me. You want the money to me, and I don't know you. A real person, a package. I don't know him. He took something to sell across the ocean, across the river, and this is the trust. We have at least 60 billion trust happening every day. But you create it by creating a personal account, so you keep the money until you got the product, and then you release money. Yes, that's true. I mean, there's every service about Alibaba when this is ideal with love breakfast because it's for a big decisions. Because for the 3 years Alibaba is just like in marketplace for information. What do you have? What do I have? We talk a lot of times, but we don't any business because there was no payment. I talked to the parents, no parents wanted to do it. Bank says no, this is wouldn't work. So I don't know what to do because if I start to launch a payment system, it's oppressed the financial legal flaws because you have to have a license, but I don't do it. E-commerce will go nowhere. So then I went to Davos and listened to a leadership discussion. Leadership is about responsibility. After I listened to the panel, I gave a call to my friends. My colleagues in the apartment said, do it now. Immediately. If something wrong, the government is not happy about that. Everyone we has to go to the reasons, so much go to the reasons because it's so important for China, for the world to be able to trust system. And if you do not do it, I do not do it properly. Stealing money wash, no trust records. I send you to a prison. So I was settings and people don't like it. So many people I talked to at that time, so I basically said, this is the stupidest idea you have ever got. But I said, I don't need the stupid or clever as long as people use it. Now we have 800 million people using this Alipay. Stupid things everybody is better. Alibaba is a brainless healthy. It's not probably. No, it's a brainless meeting. You have never got the money from Chinese governance. No. I want it in the beginning. Later, I don't want it because I think if the company always think about making money from out of the government's pockets, that company is rubbish. Think about this, how can you make money from the customers and markets and then have customers success? No money is returned back. No, I have some I want it and now they want to give me I don't want it. Your relationship with the government. Yeah, what's your relationship? I mean, if they didn't see what some says that you have is just in the environment that's not, they have restricted competition for you. And that's a pretty routine to do for a private company. Yet, I think the relationships with the Romans for us is very interesting for the first 5 years. Because I've been working at a part-time trust for a government organization called Ministry of Foreign Trade, 1997, 40 months, and I claim that you should never rely on Roman organization to do e-commerce. And I started the business. I told my people and team, I love with the governments, but don't marry them. Respect them. A lot of people say, well, government officers talking about internet, censorship, and this, that, and worry about. I think it's the opportunity, it's a responsibility talking to them. Tell them how the internet can help. So you tell them we're going to traps. Oh yeah, I think a lot of people debate and fight against them, and in the first 2 years, anybody comes to my office, I sit down talking to them. How we can help the economies, how we can create jobs while trying to wave through by the internet. I think because the internet system was new to any government. And if you convince somebody and you have the chance. So today I'm very talkative. Probably this is why I talk to so many people. You also see in Hollywood. Yeah, what are you doing in Hollywood? I like the Hollywood's innovation. The digital, I've learned so much about the Hollywood movies, especially the Forrest Gump. You love Forrest Gump. I love Forrest. Why do you like him? Simple. Never react. People think he's dumb, but he knows what he's doing. And I was very depressed the day in the year 2002 or 3 in the state when earlier than that. I was very depressed when I could not find out the way for the internet. And then I watched a movie in my parents' home, Forrest Gump. When I saw him, I said, this is right, we should learn from. Believe what you are doing, love it. Whether people like it, some like it, be simple, apply the words, but it's like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get, right? I never know I would be here talking to you and talking to Charlie Rose. I never knew, but today I made it. I told my people in my apartments 15 years ago. First, we have to work hard, not for ourselves, if we can be successful. 80% of the young people in China can be successful. We don't have a rich father, powerful uncle. We don't have $1 from bank, incentive from governments. Just work as a team. So what do you worry about? I worry about today young people. A lot of young people lose hope, lose vision, and start to complain. Because we also had the same experience. Because when it got, it's not a good feeling being rejected by so many people. We also depressed, but a place later we find that the world has a lot of opportunities, how you see the world, how you catch the opportunity. So Hollywood gave me a lot of inspiration, Your business out there for business, you out there because you want to make movies and tell them I want to make the movies for business wise. We are an e-commerce company. We have a lot of products. that need logistics, but movie, TV, these are things you don't need some logistics system. And movies are properly in the past proof that can have Chinese young people to understand. Because one thing I told the Chinese people, my friends, in American movies, all the heroes at the beginning they look like a bad friends, but when terrible things come, they become a hero, and finally they all survive. China's, if you are a hero, all the heroes die. So because only the people become a hero, so nobody want to be the hero. So you want to change the Chinese definition of hero. Yeah, I want to say hero. Today we have so many heroes living in this world. China today, are you worried the economic slowdown? No, I don't worry about it as China is doing is slowing down is much better than keeping at 9%. China today is the second largest economy in the world. It's impossible to keep 9% of the world. If China is to keep the 9% of the world economy, there must be something wrong. You will never see the blue sky. You will never see the quality. China should pay attention to the quality of the economy. China should not. We have a lot of influence. Like Hollywood movie scenes, we have sport. And this thing, the GDP, we are much better. So I think, just like human throws, you can never this body can roll. Certain times the slow rolls of popularity is slow, but as you grow your mind, grow your culture, grow your values, grow your wisdom. I think China is moving in that direction. Are you so Modi in India? But do you see Modi in India? No, yes, I'm looking forward to that. Are you good to do finally this? You want the world's richest people. Your company is one of the world's richest companies. What do you want beyond Alibaba? Was by richest people, I was really not happy. In the past 3 months, when people say Jack Ma is the richest people of China, global celebrity, they say, no, I'm not. When I start business 15, you are. I never thought, maybe I am now. But I think once 15 years ago, my parents, my wife was at that time one of the 18 founders. I asked her, do you want your husband to be a rich person? I never said rich in China, rich person in Hangzhou. Or do you want your husband to be a respected person? She said, of course, respected. Because she never believed, I don't believe we are rich people. We just want to survive. I believe we have $1 million with your company. When you have $20 million, you still have problems. You worry about inflation, with stocks to buy, and this, that has some. When you have $1 billion, that's not your money. That's the trust society given you. They believe you can manage the money, use the money better than the woman and the others. So I think today, I have the resources, do more things. With the money we have, with the influence we have, we should spend more time on the young people. And I would say, someday I go back to teach, go back to school, spend time with the young people and telling and sharing with them what I've learned. So the money is not mine. I just carry it happily. And having these resources, then I want to do a better job. Just tell them your story. Just tell them stories and tell them that if I don't think into this world, a lot of people have been rejected more than 30 times. The only thing we should never realize, the only thing we're like forest ram. We keep on fighting, we keep on changing ourselves, we don't complain. Whether you are successful or not successful, I find that when they finish the job, if they make a mistake or they fail, if they always complain to others, this right will never come back. If the guy only trust himself, something's wrong with me here, something wrong with me there, this right hurts half. Just on behalf of everyone in this audience and our listening audience around the world, thank you for taking the time to be with us. Thank you.